Gervonta Tank Davis versus Pitbull. As a comeback fight, Pitbull is coming from a draw with Lamont Roach, who Gervonta just drawed with, right? So it's, okay, we were claiming that we wanted to see the rematch. Now they're going to have it. Fine. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, he looked as sharp as last fight. He did what he had to do. We definitely can get a rematch for sure. Hopefully sooner than later.
Gervonta Davis appears ready to return to the ring after his much talked about bout with Jake Paul collapsed. With fans wondering who would challenge him next, rumors have quickly pointed toward a rematch with Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
Pitbull, he draws a crowd. He's an action-packed fighter. He gave him a good go the first time. That makes sense as a comeback fight, especially on the same card as Lamont Roach, right? Because everybody want to see that. You don't want to see Gervonta coming back first fight back against Shakur Stevenson. That makes no damn sense. He needs to be tuned up.
Talk around boxing circles keeps growing louder, suggesting negotiations could soon move forward. Davis has reportedly intensified training as well, signaling that a serious comeback fight may be approaching sooner than many expected.
10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good. Under the head. Roll under the bed.
Since their first encounter, both fighters have repeatedly mentioned each other in interviews, keeping the possibility of a sequel alive. They have closely followed one another's bouts, adding extra tension to the rivalry. Pitbull Cruz may feel especially confident now after a standout showing against Lamont Roach. That performance was widely praised by fans and analysts.
Cruz wins the fight, and it just seemed kind of quick. I know a lot of people are gonna say Cruz is dirty, he's this, he's that. No, he's a fighter. His style, I mean, it is what it is. You get what you get with Cruz. He's gonna come in there, you know, he's gonna barnstorm, he's gonna wing, he's gonna throw to the body. Some are gonna go a little left, some are gonna go a little right, some are gonna go a little low. The referee has to control all that.
It further strengthened his belief that he is ready for another clash with Davis again, and with that belief, he is ready to take his revenge.
That's the dream. That's the goal for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I want the rematch against Gervonta Davis. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to show everybody why I deserve to face him once again.
First clash took place several years ago and immediately sparked calls for a rematch among fans. Attempts were reportedly made to arrange it earlier, yet unavoidable circumstances kept the deal from happening. Now the anticipation is building once again, with supporters eager to witness the next chapter. While Davis looks determined to return with a dominant statement in the ring, Cruz hopes to settle unfinished business if finalized.
Y ahora sí que yo lo dije, ¿no? Y yo no es de que les pague ni mucho menos a la gente, sino es la expresión de que la gente quiere esa revancha, de que la gente quiere ver nuevamente una segunda parte de esa pelea. Y bueno, pues
both Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz have stayed active in the ring, sharpening their skills. Tank has fought 5 times, while Cruz has almost taken 6 bouts, including a highly anticipated 2025 common opponent clash. So, after winning against Pitbull, Gervonta Davis faced Ryan Garcia in a blockbuster showdown that reportedly generated over 1.2 million PPV buys. The bout delivered on the hype as both contenders traded tense moments early on. However, Tank's precision and ring IQ gradually took control of the contest. In the 7th round, he landed a perfectly timed liver shot that dropped Garcia, sealing a dramatic knockout victory and further cementing Davis as one of boxing's biggest stars.
I just stayed calm. I felt like he was more anxious than me. You know what I mean? When you have somebody like that, you want to stay calm at all costs because you don't want to make a bad decision. And that's what he did. You know what I mean? He came in and he was rushing, and then he ran into a shot. So I knew off the get-go, like, I don't want to be that. You know what I mean? I want to stay calm and stay collective and stay humble as I fight, and that's what I was doing, picking my shots.
Then, after a lengthy 14-month layoff, Gervonta returned to defend his WBA lightweight title against the undefeated Frank Martin. The challenger began confidently, using movement and sharp combinations to trouble Davis in the early rounds. On and as the matchup progressed, Davis gradually increased the pressure and began cutting off the ring more effectively. In the 8th round, he trapped Martin along the ropes and unleashed a powerful combination that resulted in a brutal knockout victory.
Take overall as a fighter is becoming a complete fighter because he knows who he is, but not only that, he knows how these guys, he knows the mindset of the guys he's up against. He know what they want to do, which is make it easy as possible. So for him, I'm gonna make it ugly as possible. He's becoming the best in the world, one of the best in the world, because mentally he's these guys over and they don't even understand it.
However, most recently, Gervonta's clash with Lamont Roach Jr. turned into one of the most debated fights of his career. Entering the ring with an impressive knockout streak, Tank was expected to dominate, but Roach proved resilient and competitive throughout the contest. The battle became controversial in the 9th round when Davis briefly took a knee, citing grease in his eyes. Many analysts argued it should have been ruled a knockdown, and the bout ultimately ended in a majority draw.
It's cool. It's cool. The draw is okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more.
And for now, Tank Davis is preparing for a major comeback that could potentially see him face Isaac Cruz once again. The build-up follows the dramatic collapse of his highly discussed fight with Jake Paul, a matchup many believed would become the biggest bout of Davis's career. When the contest was canceled, criticism from the boxing world came quickly. Analysts and fans questioned the situation heavily, but Davis has turned that scrutiny into motivation, focusing intensely on returning stronger than ever.
Catch the rim, baby. Catch the rim, baby. Dance with it. Bang. Good one. There you go, Tank. There you go, Tank. Good one. Yeah.
Over the years, Davis has experienced both highs and difficult moments in his professional journey. Those experiences have taught him that in boxing, what truly matters is performance on fight night rather than advantages on paper or a stronger resume. That mindset is pushing him to train harder for a possible rematch with Cruz. Even though Davis previously defeated Cruz, he understands that every fight tells a different story, leaving no room for complacency in preparation. Furthermore, Tank's explosive speed and sharp counterpunching have long been considered among the most dangerous weapons in boxing. I say those attributes helped him secure impressive victories against several high-profile opponents earlier in his career. As he prepares for a potential second clash with Cruz, Gervonta is determined to elevate those strengths even further. His aim is to enter the ring fully prepared, using his quick reflexes and precise striking to establish dominance early and send a powerful message across the boxing world. Alongside refining his speed and punch selection, Davis is also focusing heavily on timing, defensive awareness, and overall ring discipline. His training camps now include intense conditioning routines and technical drills designed to sharpen every aspect of his game. While his preparation for the canceled Jake Paul fight was already demanding, this camp is reportedly even tougher, driven by bigger ambitions and a determination to prove he remains one of boxing's elite competitors. On the other hand, after losing to Tank, Isaac Pitbull Cruz made a bold move up to the super lightweight division and immediately made an impact by challenging Rolly Romero for the WBA title. From the opening bell, Cruz applied his trademark relentless pressure, cutting off the ring and forcing Romero into uncomfortable exchanges. As the rounds progressed, Romero struggled to handle the constant aggression. By the 8th round, Pitbull's sustained attack proved too much, leading to a stoppage that crowned him the new WBA super lightweight champion.
Isaac Cruz, Pitbull, he stopped Rolando Romero tonight.
I think Pitbull is ready to beat Tank, you know? Tank.
I think Pitbull is better now than before. You know, when we fought Tank, I think it's like the first fight in TV. So now I see Pitbull is one of the best fighters. I think he's the best fighter in Mexico.
After that win in his first defense of the WBA super lightweight title, Cruz faced Rayo Valenzuela in a tactical and competitive bout. Unlike previous opponents who struggled with Cruz's pressure, Valenzuela relied on sharp footwork and a consistent jab to keep distance. The strategy disrupted Cruz's rhythm throughout the fight. After 12 closely contested rounds, the judges awarded Valenzuela a split decision victory, ending Cruz's 5-fight winning streak and handing the aggressive Mexican a difficult setback.
I was extremely confident. I felt like I was really in his face the whole time, making him miss, making him pay. I felt in control, touching him with uppercuts, touching him with my jab.
After that loss, like Gervonta, Pitbull has also faced Roach Jr. most recently, the same opponent who had previously pushed Davis to a controversial draw, making the matchup particularly intriguing. Pitbull started strongly and even scored a knockdown in the 3rd round, putting Roach under early pressure. However, the fight became complicated after Cruz received a point deduction for holding and hitting. The battle remained competitive until the final bell and ultimately ended in a majority draw.
It was a good fight. I think it went all the way down to the last round. I honestly think Pitbull pulled it off. I think he was a little more aggressive. I think he threw the most punches. He was more aggressive. It was a knockdown in the fight. Of course, they did take a point, but I felt like he was the most aggressive. I felt like he came to get the fight.
Moreover, talking about Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz' first contest, they fought on December 5th, 2021 at the Staples Center in a thrilling lightweight clash. Cruz applied relentless pressure throughout, testing Davis's endurance and defense. Despite fighting much of the bout with an injured hand, Davis relied on movement and sharp counters to control key moments. After 12 intense rounds, Davis won by unanimous decision. The boxing community praised Cruz's toughness, while also applauding Davis for adapting and surviving a surprisingly difficult contest.
Constantly disrespecting Tank. You disrespecting so many fighters. Tank, I want to say this to you in front of the world. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your team. Barry, Calvin, y'all done a hell of a job. Tank, I'm proud of you. You showed that you condition. You showed that you can box. You showed that you can dish it out as well as take it. And even though I wasn't able to be at this training camp, you showed that you hungry and you one of the best in the sport of boxing. I'm proud of you. If nobody in this room is proud of you, I'm proud of you.
Keeping all these factors in the mind, a potential rematch between them promises to be thrilling, competitive, and action-packed. This time, Cruz would enter the ring determined to avenge his earlier defeat, while Tank would aim to strengthen his dominance and mark his comeback in style. The battle of Pitbull's aggression and Davis's sharp counterpunching could produce an electrifying contest, making their second meeting one fans would eagerly anticipate. All in all, the boxing community is extremely excited to hear that Gervonta Davis is coming back, and when fans learned that his return could be against Isaac Cruz, their excitement doubled. But many supporters were disappointed after the highly anticipated fight between Davis and Jake Paul was canceled, believing it would have been very entertaining. Now, with Davis potentially reigniting his 4-year-old rivalry with Cruz, fans and analysts are again debating what might happen this time. While expert predictions remain divided, loyal supporters from both sides remain extremely confident that their favorite fighter will emerge victorious. Now, in the end, what do you think also matters? As usual, don't forget to tell us what crosses your mind when you hear the narrative of this potential rematch. In your opinion, should it happen or not? The comment section is open and we are waiting for your thoughts. Also, don't forget to support us by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more boxing updates.